Guess who's busy? Yeah, boy, I'm finally back, man. I know y'all done missed this face, man, but let me go and come on in right before I hold it too long. You know what it is. It's Fridays, Cowboys cash in with your boy, man, PayDayTre. And you know I'm repping for the last second sports crew, man, where we give our take down to the last second, man. Glad for y'all to come in and join me this Friday, man. As y'all start rolling in, I'll post this in my groups later on, man. You know, sometimes I don't know what time exactly I go, so sometimes I don't post beforehand. I wait to after and post and build up the views, but it don't matter. I talk to myself. I talk to whoever. It's Cowboys, and when y'all hear it, man, y'all gonna love it. So regardless, man, like I said, happy to see y'all Friday, but I ain't gonna hold you, man. Let's go and jump to it. You know, like I usually do. First and foremost, you know, this is week 15 on the sketch. This week we got the Giants this week, man. That's who we playing. The old mighty Giants, or the little Giants, whatever you want to call them. I ain't gonna disrespect them, but the Giants, they're not having that good of a season. But that's who we playing this week. You know what I mean? So of course, you know, that's gonna be the topic of discussion. But we're gonna have a lot of other topics I'm gonna talk about too, man. We're gonna have a good show tonight, man. I wanna give out some good information tonight, man. I've been holding back some information on my Cowboys, so tonight I finally get to express it. But first and foremost, like I said, gonna give you a quick recap of week 14 before I jump into week 15. Our last game, we played the Washington Redskins. The Washington football team. You know, I was born in the 80s, man, so I grew up, 30 plus years saying that, man. So sometimes I forget, you know what I mean? But anyway, Washington, man, that's who we played week 14. Beat them 27-20. Of course, in Washington too. So that was a good win. Coming off a victory over the Saints in week 13. But anyway, let me give you some few tips about the game real quick before I jump to week 15. Of course, our offense looked average to above average to me, man. That's just the truth. You know, we're struggling on offense. Definitely not playing like the level we was playing at in the first 6 games. That's 100%. We're just not. So we gotta do something. We gotta pick it up. We just have to, man. We haven't been playing at the level we should have, but hopefully we get those things figured out. I'll speak on that in a little bit. Of course, Zeke is slowly recovering still from that knee injury. I hate the fact that he's still playing on. I wish he would have sit down and get recovered. But anyway, he said he's gonna play through the injury. It is what it is. He's definitely not at full speed, and we definitely missed Pollard last week in his big playability. But it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? The run game pretty much did their job, though. They wasn't the issue against Washington. They really weren't. You know, the issue really is our big money quarterback. That's the issue with offense right now, man. He's struggling, and we need him to get back on track, especially if we have Super Bowl aspirations. You know, we're still good, still a good team. You know, one of the better teams in the NFL. But if we got Super Bowl aspirations and goals, man, Dak Prescott definitely has to elevate his game and get back to playing how he was early in the season. I'm not gonna put it on the injury. People, I know it's easy to call it pre-calf injury, you know, saying because that's when he's playing good. And when he came back from the one game miss off the calf injury, his game has kind of went down. But that's just excuses, man. I mean, because he looks healthy out there. I don't know if it's mental. I don't know what it is. People go through slumps. It happens. You know what I mean? I see Josh Allen going through. I see Mahomes going. I mean, so it happens. But the good ones don't go through them long and they're able to come out and play when it's time. So hopefully Dak can get that up. Also, Kellen Moore, man, at first, beginning of the year, you was looking like the next dude up in the first open head coaching job. Now you're looking at like, you're struggling, Kellen Moore. Come on, man. You got to pick it up. You got to get our game plan back up to speed. I don't know what's going on. So like I said, bottom line, we need to make some changes somewhere because whatever we've been doing these past 6 weeks, it hasn't been at the level that we know we can play at. So we got to do better. Like I said, in my opinion, we've been playing average to above average at best. But the good news, you know what I'm saying, is that we know we have elite potential because we've shown that. You know what I mean? We really do. So we must improve, and hopefully we can get back to that. I'm not just hoping that out of nowhere this offense just elevates. I hope this offense can play like they once before at the beginning of the season, or at least get close back to that form. I know some of those numbers wasn't realistically able. We was going to be able to sustain for a full season, but get back to playing that good ball like that, man. We was looking like a team nobody want to play. But to jump to the other side of the ball, man, our defense looked great against Washington, looked real good against Washington, and that made me feel real good. The returning players to the starting lineup made a huge difference, man. You know, we got Neville Gallimore back. We got Greg Gregory back, and I actually got D-Law back the game before that. So those players coming back together, man, all those 3 starters on the defense line made a huge difference, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it all starts up front in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? So having that pass rush, that trickles down to the back end of the defense, man, it was lovely to see it. It was lovely to see it. We only gave up 14 points, even though the final score was 27-20. One of those touchdowns was on the pick 6 by Dak, you know what I mean? So we gave up 14 points on defense, but we had 5 sacks, recovered 3 fumbles, one interception, had a defensive touchdown, one of those fumbles too, man, for the end zone, and even blocked the kick, man. Like I said, defensive special teams have been improving and have been impressive lately. They really have. They've been real impressive lately, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? To jump to the defense, my boy Michael Parsons had 2 sacks, forced fumble on 17 rushes. You know what I mean? No catches allowed in coverage. D-Law had a sack. Gregory had a tip pass to himself and intercepted the ball and a strip sack and a forced fumble. Even Gallimore had a sack. Like I said, these players are coming back and producing. So that's good to see about the defense. And due to mistakes in a pick six, like I said, by Dak, Washington made it close to the end, but we closed it out. And other than that, other than the bomb to the end zone, so that resulted in the catch on Diggs, which was a great pass, great catch, because Diggs actually had great coverage. But, you know what I'm saying, he caught a good pass. But other than those few things right there, the catch, you know what I'm saying, Dak, like I said, we pretty much dominated the game, dominated the team. And so I'm not going to be so critical, like I said, because a win is still a win. But like I said, I got Super Bowl aspirations, or at least I plan on going deep into the playoffs. So I do expect my team to get it together. And like I said, I'm confident we will, though, and fix those things because we've shown it before. And that's just the truth. And don't overlook this win. I know teams going to say Washington been struggling, this and that, but this is pretty much a playoff game for them, man. Like I said, we were 2 games ahead of Washington in the standings, and Washington had 2 games left on the schedule against us. So they beat us both of those games. I mean, they can, tie us in the ranking. So it was a big game for them. I mean, they was coming off a 4-game win streak with wins over the Buccaneers, the Panthers in Carolina, the Seahawks with Russ, and a win over the Raiders in Las Vegas. So they was just coming off a 4-game win streak, had been playing good ball, and people was thinking, Washington's turning their corner. Here we come. This is the team we was all anticipating and waiting on, and we go ahead and put it to them in their house. So don't be confused with it, man. It was a good win. I just want my team to play better and be able to dominate more, especially against those teams that we're just that much better than. I feel like we are that much better in Washington. We let it be a little closer than what it should have been, but I'm not going to nitpick. A win is a win, and they are the reigning division champions, for whatever you want to call that, but it is what it is. So it was, like I said, close to a playoff game as it could be for them, and we dominated most of the game. You know what I'm saying? Stuttered for a quarter, but then locked up the victory going, and could actually score another touchdown at the end. We taking a knee going in the score with time run out on the clock, but we just need to run the clock out. So I ain't mad at it. I'll take the win, but I'm going to be critical of my team because I do think that we're better than what we've been showing lately. I mean, especially on the offensive side of the ball, we've been getting stopped a lot, in the red zone and not converting on third downs and those things of those nature. So we got to be better, Cowboys. We just do. But go and get off that celebrity, man. Like I said, that's a recap. Let's go and jump on over. I want to talk about something else a little bit more entertaining, man. I ran into an article, doing my Cowboy thing, looking at all my Cowboy stuff. And it was a player rankings, for the Cowboys after week 14, article by Cowboys Wire, got to give them they props, they quotes, they citation, whatever they reference. There you go. Had to get that to them. But anyway, Cowboys Wire, man, week 14, they pretty much did a player ranking for the Cowboys, ranked the top 30 players for the Cowboys. As far as like how, I don't want to say they're saying, this is the order of the best. Like I said, player rankings, that's the impact of these players on the Cowboys right now and what they're doing. And it was interesting to see this, man. Like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole list. That's 30 players. I'm going to give you the names real quick just for those who just want to know, because a lot of us just want to know. We're curious. So I'll run through the names, but I will talk about some of the top few, names and just give you some insight. Real quick, number 30, they got Leighton Vander Esch, actually. 29, Malik Taylor. 28, CJ Goodwin. 27, Donovan Wilson. 26, Carlo Watkins. 25, Doris Armstrong. 24, Tyler Biadasz. 23, Terrence Steele. 22, Cedric Wilson. 21, Malik Hooker. 20, Osa Odigozua. Thought I want to say that, huh? 19, Jordan Lewis. 18, Connor Williams. 17, Anthony Brown. 16, Neville Gallimore. 15, Dalton Schultz. 14, Jaron Kearse. 13, that was 14, yeah. 13, Michael Gallup. 12, Tony Pollard. 11, Lyle Collins. 10, Zeke. 9, CD. Hold on. 9, CD Lamb. Hold on, lost track for a second. Yeah, okay. Here we go. 8, Tyron Smith. 7, Trayvon Diggs. 6, Amari Cooper. 5, Randy Gregory. 4, Dak Prescott. 3, DeMarcus Lawrence. 2, Zach Martin. And 1, none other than yours truly, Michael Parsons. Now, About this list, I'm gonna take some notes. I took out the list. Let's jump to the top 10. In the top 10, man, we had actually 6 offensive players and 4 defensive players. Good balance right there. I like that. Actually, 4 defensive players in the top 7, 5 defensive players in the top 15, though. So that means that the top 15, 11 of them, which is pretty much all the starters on offense, came to the top 15. And only 4, only 4 defense. No, my bad. Oh, yeah, my bad. 5 defensive players. So 10 was offense. Only 5 defensive players made the top 15 of the power rankings, but it was on defense. But it was good to see 4 was in the top 7. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not going to go through and mention the one I want to focus on is number 1. Oh, Michael Parsons, man. And that's the truth. Like I said, right now, he's number 1 in our player rankings for our team and for a good reason, man. And right now, Michael Parsons, man, like I said, I predicted before the season he was going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, you know what I'm saying? Which wasn't, I mean, like oh, wow, you know what I mean? Like a Nostradamus prediction or nothing. I am biased to be a Cowboy fan, but I believed it when I said it because I believed in the kid's potential. Now he's pretty much running away with that award, you know what I mean? But now he's actually been mentioned the Defensive Player of the Year nomination award. They've been saying his name for a while. And I'm gonna lie, at first I didn't play into the hype. You know what I mean? I thought it was a little premature. You know, I knew he was playing good ball, but maybe not Defensive Player of the Year, you know what I'm saying? Recognition, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he deserved that, but now I think it's justified. Not only has he earned the right to be mentioned in the conversation, he might deserve to be the front runner for it, man. That's just true, man. Look at his stats and what he's producing, how he's been doing it, man. Regardless, like I said, how you feel about it, people know the Cowboys hit on the generational talent without number 12 pick. I see some people talking about in the Discord too. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He's arguably the best defensive player. You know, like I said, late he's been getting, you know what I'm saying, he's arguably the best defensive player this year, playing for most on any team. But like I said, lately he's been getting comparisons to LT, who we know is arguably the greatest defensive player of all time. Now, I won't be too premature to start making those type of comparisons either. It's like comparing a rookie to Michael Jordan or something like that. You know, some people hear you say that and they say that's blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? No, don't even fix your mouth to say that. So I'm just saying what I've been hearing. I won't continue to repeat that because, like I said, I don't think that's fair, and those are big shoes to fill. But just making those comparisons, I mean, and the fact that he's getting those comparisons, man, I think that's big. And the kid is actually, I mean, he's a stud. Like I said, he's that dude. I mean, I guarantee you, regardless of how many Cowboy haters there is, it's 32 teams in the league. And it's 31 other teams out there that would love Michael Parsons to be on their team right now and would make room for him right now. Out of their linebacker spots, somebody got to go. Y'all, any, meeny, miny, mo, draw straws, whatever y'all got to do. But one of y'all got to go because Michael Parsons is showing up. Believe me, any one of the 31 other teams would love to have the kid and they'll take him. You know what I mean? So I don't care how much they hate the star. You got to give respect, you know what I'm saying, the props where it's due. Pay homage. And Michael Parsons is that dude. I love him. You know what I mean? But the reason why I'm bringing up these power rankings, man, is because, you know, on our team, we're known to have for our offense to be, you know, the leader of the pack, the ones that are, you know, that's holding down the team and, you know, the side of the ball that y'all got to, you know, worry about and be afraid of. But things are starting to change, man. Like I said, it's good to see that our defensive top players are playing great ball, you know what I'm saying? And with their play, the defense is transitioning from a unit once considered to be thriving by riding the coattails of the offense, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, they was labeled a liability, you know what I'm saying? Deservingly so, our defense, talking about them. Well, you know, so like I said, things have changed now. Now our defense is actually an asset. They're not a liability anymore. And they're a unit that not only can pick up the slack when our offense is struggling, but, you know what I'm saying, also be the reason we ultimately win a game. And they was the reason we won the game against Washington, to be honest with you. Like I said, it all starts in the trenches up front with our pass rush, and those playmakers, getting those playmakers back, man, it paid dividends. So I love it, man. I'm happy we did that, and I like what I see. So hopefully we can stay healthy and continue to do it on the defensive side of the ball, man. I don't really have no qualms about the defensive side of the ball right now. But, you know, it's a week-to-week thing. You know, next week they come out and play boo-boo. I'm going to be on here talking about, man, defense, y'all got to step it up. Just like if the offense come out next week and start looking like, you know, pre-offense, I'm going to say, hey, we back. So, like Cam Newton with a little deeper tone than what he did, though, you know. But you know what I mean, yeah. So, off that subject, I just want to throw those little tidbits out there. I thought that was some interesting, you know what I'm saying, information. Like I said, those 30 power rankings. For those who want to look that up, and they probably rank your teams too if you're not a Cowboy fan, but those who want to look that up, go check out Cowboy. Well, it was on Cowboys Wire, so probably on the Cowboy. Even if you ain't a Cowboy fan, go look at it anyway. Haters love to look us up and check on us too anyway. But I'm gonna jump to these predictions, man, for week 15 real quick. Like I said, against the Giants. I'm not gonna get into numbers, man. The Giants is man down, you know, man, backup quarterback. I want to say Glennon is starting over there again. I don't know who's starting over there. It don't even matter. A lot of players hurt, you know what I'm saying? COVID is taking a toll over there in that team. And we get a lot of players back. So I'm projecting that we beat up on the Giants pretty good, man. I really am. I'm starting to get a little warm. Take this jacket off. It was a little chilly here earlier, a little cool. But okay, I'm actually projecting that we beat up on the Giants. You know, I think the spread right now is 11. 10, 11, something like that. Take the spread. Take it. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to get too much into giving y'all predictions on that type of stuff, but take it, man. You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah, we ain't worried about them. We really ain't. And PKC last night. Somebody throw a comment. What do you say? Yeah, I got that KC pick last night. No, I picked KC. You know what I mean? To win the game. I mean, somebody else picked. It was a close game. Honestly, the Chargers should have won the game. That was their fault. You know what I'm saying? But nah, and I picked because I picked Kansas City, so that was another right one for me. It is what it is. So to jump back to this NFC, like I said, we're gonna beat the Giants. You know what I mean? I don't think that's surprised by anybody. And once we beat them, like I said, right now we're 9-4. Playing the Giants this week. Washington's behind us now at 6-7. Eagles is 6-7. The Giants are 4-9. And actually, Washington plays at Philly this week. So the division's playing each other this week. You know what I mean? So it's going to be obviously two teams going to have wins, two teams going to have losses. And my predictions for this week, of course, we're going to beat the Giants, and Washington's going to get beat by Philly in Philly. You know what I mean? Philly's coming off a bye week. I think they, going to have plenty of time to game plan. Hurts was a little banged up, but even Minshew came out and played backup for him and looked great. So I mean, we're not gonna say great, but he looked good. He looked good for a backup for sure. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're gonna come out and beat them. And that's what it's gonna be. But right now, I mean, we pretty much got this locked up. I'll get to that in a minute, man. I think we pretty much got this locked up. I ain't too much worried about any of these teams. I mean, I'm really not. You know what I mean? I'm looking at them. Like I said, and Washington's getting hit pretty hard with COVID right now, too. That's another reason why I feel like Philly should get them. Because when Washington was playing good ball a few weeks ago, I thought them and Philly would have ran across each other. Ain't no telling. But I mean, I can't even remember who won the game between them two. I want to say Philly won. It don't even matter because, I mean, they so pedestrian. I don't pay attention anymore. But this week, with COVID taking over at Washington and being at home with Philly and Philly coming off the bye, I'm picking Philly to win this game. I have no problems about it. Straight up and down. Now, getting off that subject, man, I'm going to go ahead and jump to my last subject real quickly, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a quick show tonight. You know what I mean? Try to keep it around 30 and under, you know what I mean? Because it's storming outside. You know what I mean? I hope the rain and thunder and stuff ain't messing up my connection. It seems good, though. But if it is, don't even worry about it. Just listen to this voice, you know what I mean? But anyway, I want to talk about our chances to win the division, which leads some segues from my last topic. And also, I want to talk about our chances to win the Super Bowl, man. You know what I'm saying? I contend in that. Now, first and foremost, when it comes to our division, like I said, right now we have all 4 games left. Bye weeks over for all teams. Every team going to have 17 games. We have 4 games left. And I don't see it being a way that, you know what I mean, somebody got here. I'll put you up there. Cowboys fans, go find him. Go find him, Cowboy fans. He hating. He talking about cowgirls. Go find him. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, he all good. That's the fan of the show. In our division, like I said, 4 games left. And with right now, we having a 3-game lead on Washington. And everybody's playing each other, you know, and within the division, and we're gonna play Washington again. It's pretty much, we pretty much got it locked up, man. I don't want to say guaranteed because it ain't guaranteed until it's guaranteed, but it's as close as it can get. That's just the truth. You know what I mean? If we beat the Giants, we'll have 10 wins after this week, and then after that, those other teams will pretty much have to win out. I mean, one of the two. You know what I mean? Whoever wins out of Washington or Philly, that team would have to win out to even be able to tie our record. You know what I mean? So I don't see it happening, like I said. And Washington and Philly still have to play each other twice. Dang, I didn't see that. Okay, reach 10 win. Yeah. Man, yeah. Starting this week in Philly, then week 17 in Washington. So, yeah, they still got to play each other twice, too. So, yeah, man, ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? Us Cowboys, we 3-0 in the division with 1 game left against all 3 teams. Should sweep them, but even if we win 1 out of the 3, I mean, we good to go. But we're going to at least win 2. I can see Washington or Philly, maybe trying to get us at the end, especially if we know we got the division locked up. I mean, it's still division games. You can't – nobody's a run, just a for sure win. I'm going to tell you that right now. But it's as good as it can get. That's the truth. So I think our chances are pretty good when it comes to winning the division. I don't think nobody would disagree. Now – let's get on our Super Bowl aspirations, man. Because like I said, once we start coming out in the first few weeks and the way we was looking, I think a lot of cats had predicted us to go pretty far and maybe be a true Super Bowl contender. Now, even though we're 9-4, great record, and a lot of teams would love to be 9-4. You know, I mean, we're right up there amongst the top of the NFC. I think it's we got to be real and point out that our team hasn't, especially on offense, like I mentioned, hasn't been playing up the part, man. They just haven't. So as far as Super Bowl go, man, I can definitely see us being competitive in the playoffs with the potential of winning in the playoffs for sure. I can't say that there's no way we can't. Like I said, we're too good. I don't think even right now today with the problems I have, I don't think if there would be any matchup in the NFL right now that we would be favored to lose by more than 3. Like I said, if we just play, it's going to be some matchups I would agree, especially if we play on their home turf, that if we played them right now, they would be favored to win. But I can't think of one team. I don't care if it's the Cardinals, the Buccaneers, the Rams, whoever. I don't. If we played them on their home turf, trust me, Vegas is going to have that spread within 3 points or so, which says a lot about our team. Which says that we can compete with anybody. That's just honest. So I do, you know what I'm saying, see us. I mean, even right now, the way we're playing, being able to go to the playoffs and be competitive, but that ain't what we're going for. Like I said, we'll be a tough opponent for any team in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? To our credit, we play well on the road too, and in well in bad weather. So I'm not worried about those things. But unless we get our offense rolling again, I can't honestly say we're the favorite for sure. You know what I mean? I would say the Bucks, Packers, Rams, and the Cardinals are all standing in the way and could give us problems. And right now, been playing a little better ball than us. I would actually say we're right out of those 5 teams right there. I want to say we're 5-4 at the best. You know what I'm saying? At least the way we've been playing right now. Those teams been playing good ball and getting it together. But those teams too I've looked at has had their moments this year. You know what I mean? The Bucks, the Packers, the Rams, and the Cardinals. Well, the Cardinals more so now. You know, they only lost 2 games, just lost their 3rd. But like I said, they've all had their moments where they look like, man, this ain't the team we saw last week or 2 weeks ago, 3. This is football. This is football. You know what I mean? And we're all human. You know what I mean? Nobody, it plays their best every day. But some people's, 75% is better than other people's 100. Remember that. You know what I mean? So, hey, it is what it is. Let's just make sure, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate that. We're definitely a contender. He's a real one. You know what I mean? We are. But we do got to get better to be more, for me to have more confidence. That's really what it comes down to. But we're definitely a contender. I agree with you on that. You know what I mean? No doubt. But we have to step it up a little bit more, man. We're just gonna have to, like I said, and don't forget, we do play the Cardinals too. We play the Cardinals. What I think is week 17, and that game, could impact seeding in the NFC or whatever, or just be a game that lets you know where you stand and going into the playoffs and make you feel good or bad about yourself. So that's a big game. I want to see what happens. Outside of that game, that's the only game we have outside our division left on the schedule. All the rest are division games. So that's gonna be a big game for me. Hopefully Arizona's healthy, and hopefully, we come out and look good and give us a little, going into the playoffs, because we're gonna need it, man. Like I said, this is a big year, and it's a lot of teams looking good. This is NFC's year for sure. You know what I mean? The AFC has been struggling, but I look at the NFC, and like I said, I can, in my eyes, whoever wins the NFC is going to be the front runner to win the Super Bowl, hands down, because the NFC is just looking good. But it's going to be a gauntlet, obviously, with that said, to get to the Super Bowl going through the NFC. Whoever makes it to the Super Bowl through the NFC had to play some tough teams, which means they're going to be battle ready, but also mean they may be some man down, you know what I mean? Because they're going to go through some battles for sure to make it to the Super Bowl in the NFC. And I ain't poo-putting on, on the AFC, because football is football, but we all know, us following, understand what I'm saying. Hold on, okay. I would root for you if you played those bandwagon. I ain't mad at you. But let me go and jump right here, because he got a good question. Okay. What do you think about Elliott versus Pollard? Is Elliott the guy? Great question, man. I feel like they both have value. They both are needed. Obviously, Pollard is the more explosive back. I can't get on here and deny that. He's the fresher back, the younger back. He's the more explosive back. You know what I'm saying? But I do think Zeke still has a role, and I think he's the thumper and the cat that's going to put his nose in there and get you 3-4 yards. I watched some game. I feel like Pollard, and when it's having a good line, you open that hole up for him, he's going to hit it. You know what I mean? He's going to get more. But like last game when Zeke, last few games when Zeke was hurt and we were running some of our other backs, including Pollard, I noticed they don't have the vision and the patience Zeke has. Zeke, from running so many times from running for so many years in the league, he understands that sometimes it's not just get the ball and go. You know what I mean? A lot of times that may work because them holes open and close fast, but sometimes you got to slow down and wait for that hole to open. And Zeke is pretty good with, being able to slow and hit the hole when he needs to, find it here, find it there, and saying, picking up those 3, 4, 5 yards. I know they're not the 15, 20 yard joints, but they add up. Now, Zeke don't have that burst that he once did, you know what I mean? And luckily we don't have to choose between the two right now. I'd love to have them both. If having Pollard makes me feel better, you know what I'm saying, knowing I have Zeke. Having Zeke makes me feel better knowing I have Pollard. You feel me? We have both of them. We can use them wisely, use them together. It's good for us. But going forward, you know what I mean, after this year, you know, I wouldn't be, I mean, hey, the Cowboys may have some tough decisions to make, especially when it comes to Zeke. First 6 games of the Zeke, half of the season, Zeke was looking good. Lately, I mean, now, like I said, to his credit, he's been banged up. But with that said, hey, I'd rather you sit down and chill. Now, what I'm hearing is the injury he has, it's not going to get any better. You know, it's not going to get any worse with him playing on. It's one of those things he just got to work through and this and that and that. But hey, I'm just saying, you ain't going to be effective, man. And it is what it is. Hopefully, we get these things together and he's back for full health. And hopefully, I feel better if this downtime he's been having, these minimum carries he's been having, impacts him going into the playoffs to where he's fresher and he's back at full speed and he's running like the Zeke in the playoffs that he was running like in the first 6 games of the season. If that happens, then I'll be okay with all this stuff going on right now. But if he never turns back into that, you know, productive back before this season ends, he just steady looks like an old man who can't get together, then hey, I'm starting to hear what y'all saying. Because like I said, I felt last year wasn't a good it wasn't fair to judge Zeke 100% on what he did last year with the injuries to the offensive line, the injuries of Dak, you know what I'm saying, the change, you know what I'm saying, of the offensive, of our head coach, a lot of them with COVID, a lot of these things, you know what I'm saying, I didn't think it was fair because actually he still put over, I want to say 1,300 total yards last year with all those things going on. And this year came out looking like, yeah, y'all forgot about me, I'm back. But he also looks like he's banged up to where he can't go a full season to be productive. But I see backs older than him with more carries get it together and still look good. So that's why I ain't gave up on the kid. He's still young and he still looks good when he's healthy, you know what I'm saying? But he might not be that full every down workhorse back anymore. You're gonna be better off having a complimentary back with him, you know, getting 15 to 20 touches out of him a game, and then, you know, going forward. And I feel like with that, Zeke can still be your guy, hands down. But with I do think that, you know, right now it's easy for me to say that with us having Tony Pollard able to come in, relieve him, and do his thing. Because if we had somebody else coming in relieving him and they weren't able to do nothing, we don't have all eyes on Zeke saying, get him out of there, Zeke, what are you going to do? And then Zeke's problems will be coming to the forefront. Right now, Tony Pollard is helping, you know, kind of like our offense is helping our defense kind of mask some of their issues, and now our defense is helping our offense. Well, I feel like Tony Pollard at times has helped Zeke, you know what I'm saying, mask some of his because, you know, he come in and, yeah. And also they play off each other. So that was a great question, man. But to your question, man, I don't think that, you know, I mean, for a lot of people, the reason why they ask questions is because they want me to say that Pollard's better than Zeke and Zeke needs to get up out of here and move around. You know, no, I don't think that. I think they're better with each other and good for each other. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says Zeke is washed. I get that. I mean, Pollard is looking good 100%. You know, the Cowboys said, yeah, tell them. Good, Trey. You over Zeke and full PPR. What I start Stevenson over Zeke and full PPR? Zeke been rough to play. That's a good question, man. In full PPR, I still probably ride with Zeke, but it's hard. I mean, Stevenson is still sharing a role over there with Harris. Man, honestly, I'm gonna tell you go with Stevenson. Because, I mean, my Zeke is honest. I had to remove my bias. And every week I'm expecting Zeke to eventually get the carries and get the production. And Zeke's going to for sure get the, you know what I'm saying, opportunities. But Stevenson is getting opportunities over there too. And I feel like they're going to run the ball. They're playing Indianapolis Colts. I forgot the Patriots is playing the Colts. So they both going to be running the ball, trying to get, you know, yeah, I mean, but we're gonna be playing the Giants too, and Zeke's gonna get us out. But if Zeke, we come out and get up on him, and Zeke's still a banged up, we're gonna let the other cats run. And I think Tony Pollard may check on that. If Pollard's for sure playing this week, because I know he's been going back and forth, then I let that be the deciding factor. If Pollard's playing, then I might go Stevenson. If Pollard's not playing and Zeke is saying the right things, I mean, because Zeke, even with him being banged up, he still can, you know what I'm saying, get 2 touchdowns and, you know, 3-4 catches and 60-70 rushing yards, you know what I'm saying, in this game and still be banged up. You know what I mean? He's been on par to do that anyway, but hasn't really been able to do it because most of the games we've been in have been kind of close. We still having, you know what I'm saying, throw the ball. But this week, man, we should bust the Giants up. So, I mean, I got to give you an answer. I mean, I'm slightly leaning towards Stevenson, man. I really am. I'm going to be honest with you. So, yeah, I ain't mad at that. Oh, you said, well, if Harris not playing, oh, yeah. My bad. Stevenson. Put him in the lineup, baby. Yeah, if Harris ain't playing, nah. You looking at it right, man. 100%. You got to go Stevenson. Man, I'm glad you said that, too. I need to go check a couple of my leagues. Because a couple leagues, I got both of them. So, yeah, I might want to switch that up. Have Zeke take a pay cut. That's good. And now if Zeke would do that, I'd love to keep him around. But I mean, eventually, now I'm gonna take a pay cut. We're gonna continue to cut into these snaps too, because that boy, Pollard, like I said, been doing this thing, looking good, man. It just is what it is. So we'll continue to cut into who you have. Okay, hold on. Who would you have up, Kirk? Kirk or Pittman? I'm going. Hopkins is out. I'm going Pittman though. I like it. I like Pittman, man. I like the way they use him over there. I think he's the number one receiver over there. And I mean, he been putting up. You know what I mean? And like I said, with the Colts and pass playing, they're gonna have to throw the ball. They're gonna be one of them games they can run it 100 times in the bend in the pass. Of course, Taylor gonna get his. He gonna get his. He's that man right now, and they forcing the ball. But Pittman gonna get some. I'm going Pittman. That's who I'm going. Straight up. What up, my boy? What's good, man? What's good, man? Glad y'all tuning in. Man. But yeah, I'm going Pittman on that. But yeah, I'm about to wrap it up here pretty soon, man. Like I said, I just want to come over here, shoot my Cowboy knowledge, talk to some of y'all, man, gonna run it down. Like I said, 9-4, all of our teams left, got 4 games left, man. So this gonna be this little stretch, man. This is it. These last 4 games, this is when you're going to either get it together or you're not. Either you're about to get in the playoffs or you're not. Unfortunately, one thing for the NFC that did work in our favor, but it's unfortunate, is that the Cardinals took a hit. Like I mentioned a minute ago when he was asking about Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins is out, and they're saying at least 6 weeks, which goes into the playoffs. So that's a big big thing, man. That's something that can definitely, help teams and hurt the Cardinals, because that's one of the best players in the NFL. So being without him going into the playoffs could really hurt. But the Cardinals, I still believe them. They're looking good, playing good ball. But this ain't about them. This is about the Cowboys. And my team definitely got to step it up a little bit on offense. That got to get it back together. But we're winning games, finding a way to win, especially these last couple games. So we're back on track. We were 7-4 a few weeks ago. Now we're 9-4. So that means we didn't win our last 2 and should win this giant game. But the next big test is going to be that Cardinals. Because like I said, these other games are division games. And the games we should win are going to be favored in, highly favored in. But that Cardinal game, man, that's what it's going to come down to. We need to be competitive and hopefully come out and win. I normally ride with Pittman, but Kirk playing Detroit this week. Yeah, but another thing you got to think about Detroit, though, but what if Arizona get up and they kind of, slow off the run? They can beat Detroit. They can run the game, run the ball all game, don't throw it one time and beat Detroit. So I feel you. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at that, Kirk. But and also with Hopkins being out, you don't know if Green gonna be the guy. You don't know if Rondale Moore gonna be the guy. You don't know if Zach Ertz is gonna get more. You don't know if they're gonna run it all day with Connor, and then your boy gonna be back any week, any day. The other running back, I can't think his name right now. And I got him in one of my leagues too. The one that was really the starter. You know what I mean? Damn, why am I running? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But he's going to be there too. So it's a lot of mouths to feed over there. Where Pittman, it's pretty much going to be Jonathan Taylor and one receiver, pretty much is the only one. And I probably ride with Pittman. You know what I'm saying? Not saying some of them other cats can't get in where they fit in. Because, this fantasy, any week somebody can show up and show out. But the ones I'm believing in who for sure going to get the ball and do something, it's going to be Taylor and probably Pittman over there. And they're going to have to throw it. They're going to have to. They're playing the Patriots, a good team and a good run defense at that. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to put that ball in the air, and you're going to have to try to keep up. The Patriots been scoring points. So I look at a team that's going to be, I'm probably going to slightly ride with Pittman on that. I ain't going to lie. I really am. And you know what I'm saying? And Kirk has let me down in the past too. I ain't gonna lie. No, not Connor. Yeah, I knew Connor, but what was the other? Edmonds gonna be back. You know what I mean? He should be back this week. I think he was back actually last week, just didn't play a lot, but he should be back in the form. And he actually was the starter. You know what I mean? So you gotta be mindful of that. So that's what I would go with, man. That's what I'll go with. Yeah, for sure. But hey, about to sign on up out of here, man. That's the end of that. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys, like I said, go bet with the spread. Bet us to cover the spread. I want to say it's 10, maybe 11 right now. But I expect us to do that. Regardless, we're getting the win, though. If you can bet money line, which you can't on some of those because the spread too high. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, if you can bet on that, man, go bet with them. I expect us to get the win. But I'm going to sign out. Like I said, I love y'all joined in, man. It's storming outside. Gonna get up off here, man, and gonna enjoy the rest of my Friday night. I appreciate y'all, you know what I mean? Those who did tune in. I hit the Cowboy groups with this. Y'all can tune in and get back at me later on. Tomorrow, actually not tomorrow. Yesterday we did our last second sports. Used to do it on Saturdays. I also ready to plug us, but we'll see y'all. You got Naylor doing this show during the week. You got Rad hitting you with the last second dose through the week. We all be here next Thursday, and I'll see y'all again next Friday, man. It is what it is, but love y'all. Appreciate it. Last second sports. Cowboys cash in, PayDayTre all day, every day. Y'all have a good one, man. Out.